I just heard that song. That yeah. Call me Steve. Oh, I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. I just heard that and it's in my head right now. You know that song with Machine Gun Kelly? And that's old now, but I don't know. It just popped in my head. I feel like when that happens, it has to be part of the message. So what's up with the wild boy energy? What are the lyrics to that song? Because I channel music through the lyrics and music. Wakes me up inside. Wake me up inside. And I don't discriminate when it comes to music. I told y'all before, if it makes my ears tingle, I'm gonna listen. Hold on. 1 minute. What is it? Oh, I guess it's called Wild Boy. It's early and I'm thinking about that turned up song. That song is turned up. It's turned. Yeah. Call me Steve. Oh, it's Machine Gun Kelly and Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka Flame One. Okay, let me see. What they talking about in this song? We got baseball bats like the Indians, and my team pop off like cowboys. You're a white flag, throw the towel, boy. I'ma jump right in that crowd, boy. You're a shh, keep it down, boy. And I'm a boy. And I'm a you. Blow that loud, boy. And you blow that loud, boy. That's a different type of sentence. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. All I know is how to, every one of myself. Okay. He's saying all I know is how to off every one of myself. All I know is they can off anybody but Kels. I am untouchable. You would think I was in jail. But I'm in Mexico getting marijuana from Miguel. Bring it back into the States, put it on the scale, measure out a half an eighth, and put it in a shell. Split it, then I roll it, and light it up like it's Independence Day. I got a bottle rocket, put it in the air. Snap back with my city on it, text back with my, alright. With some biddies on it. I'm gonna just say biddies, okay. Levi's, put your kitty on it. Okay. Alright. Start grinding like, okay. Alright, so this is, it's getting messy. It's getting messy. Okay, so he's just wild. Okay, so that's why I'm just wild. It's giving the wild wand energy from yesterday. Wild wand. It's giving that energy from yesterday. Okay, why did you give me this song, Spirit? This is a message for someone about your person or you. Were you wilding before? You deciding not to anymore? Hey, that rhymes. Didn't mean to. But let me see. Maybe some of you guys are like feeling like it's time to simmer down, pipe down, making too much noise. Pipe down. Making too much noise. Let me see. What is this about, Spirit? What do you want them to know? It feels a little random. It feels unpredictable. I feel this unpredictability here right now. What do you want them to know? I feel like I have to use tarot first because I need to hear the storyline here. What do you want them to know, and why? What's up with the wild boy coming out? Someone broke your heart, or you broke someone's heart, and this could be a wild girl or a wild boy, okay? But now that same wild one wants to come back, okay, saying that they own one. They want to say that they own one. They don't want to be wild no more. They're not wild. They've been focusing on themselves. They own one. Okay, what else? They don't want to do that no more. That's the energy that I was getting. It's almost like they're saying, I know I did. I know I was tripping. I know I was wild. I know that I did all types of things. I know. Please excuse me. Excuse me. Please excuse me. For a woman, it's excuse me. And for a man, it's pardon me. Pardon me. But it's like, this person's like, I'm focusing on building myself. I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on my legacy. I'm focused on my future. I'm focused on family. It's like this person is done with the wild days of their past, them hot and bothered. Not to say they aren't anymore, but they would like to aim that attention towards one. They're tired of the quantity and they're looking for the quality, okay? And from where I'm feeling, the quality is in you, okay? The quality is in you, darling. Let me see. It took a long time for them to build themselves up to get to this point because they didn't see a reason to stop before. It was like a thing that made them feel strong, and it made them feel wanted, a lot of attention. Many people like that attention. Many people who are attractive or not. I mean, I think that's just a thing where some people just like attention. Because it gives you a sense of feeling seen, you know, recognized, admired, and but this person is now in this space where they want to hold back giving away their energy so much because they're realizing that they've been readily available for individuals that kept their spirit bound. Something about keeping their soul and their spirit bound with this Devil card here, and then the Four of Cups. They didn't realize how that lifestyle was affecting them and how it could affect them in the long run. But now they see, and they feel as though it just makes sense to slow down so that they can actually enjoy life instead of speeding through. Like, isn't it? They want to be like in cruise control. But they were speeding. They were speeding. And you know, when you speed, it's very likely that you will crash. You know, the probability of someone crashing, or the probability from someone speeding, increases. Wait, I'm not saying it right. The probability of someone crashing from speeding increases. I was having too many thoughts and I kept on pausing, but that's what I'm getting from this message. And they know they are more sharp now when it comes to their thinking. Why do I smell like ocean? I smell like pool water. It smells like water to me. That's weird. I just smelled like, you know, that smell of like the beach and water? I don't know how to feel about that. That feels like it's a message because I don't usually, it feels like I am at a beach house or something. Like I smell, I don't know how to explain it. That just threw me off a little bit, but maybe something about a beach. I don't know what happened on the beach. Something about a beach for someone. Let me see. Or someone could feel calm by water. Someone finds peace by water. Someone may go by the water often. I know I like to do that. Just because. I don't have to be like sad or anything. It's just something that feels good to me. It's comforting to be by water. By the ocean, by waterfalls, by a lake, a pond, a river. Anywhere where there's water, and you can just watch it flow, it's very comforting to me. Someone is now realizing like what they miss out on when not, I heard when unfaithful, and then I heard when not, well, I heard when not faithful to self first, and then I heard when unfaithful. There's something here about someone giving money to replace love. Giving money to replace love. And or receiving money to replace love. And there's also something about giving money broke their heart because they gave to who did not deserve it. Okay. This person came to a point where they decided that they did not want to live a life of being wild anymore. They wanted to tone it down. And when they decided to, they had put a lot of effort when it comes to energy, time, and money into individuals that didn't appreciate them. So now they're not going to allow themselves to do that again. They're very hard on themselves now, and they just know better. They're like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. Don't come over here with that energy. Don't try to come over here and play me like I don't know, because I know and I see what you're doing, and I'm not going to allow it in my life. That's the energy that I'm getting from this person. Now you put the, roles how you need to. But this is what I'm seeing here. And this is like someone who does well for themselves, but, they're looking for more out of life. There's so much more in life to connect to that's worth connecting to. And that's what they want to do. They want to connect to what's worth connecting to. And you are a big part of that connection. They didn't really know what was actually wrong about what they were doing. They really didn't see it at one point because it felt normal. And I'm hearing that they're slow to love. This person is not just going to be loving anybody. I heard this person was in smash and pass energy. Like they didn't really care. It was kind of like, yeah, okay. Next. Next. Like that. Okay. Next. I don't know why I feel like a wand. Like, bling. I'm picking up an energy like somebody was ordering people. Somebody was ordering women or men. Listen, somebody was ordering like escorts or something like that. That's what I'm getting. I am honestly getting that right now. Like somebody was ordering people. Yeah, that sounds funny. But I mean, people do it, but it just sounds funny to say out loud. Because ordering people, not food, but people. That's what I'm getting. Like somebody was, when I heard ding, it was like, at first it was like the sound of a phone ringing, but then it sounded like the doorbell. Okay, well that happened. And what else? They just realized that that's not the life that they want to live anymore, It felt like really blah. No connection at all, just very blah. They can't find fun and like joy in that state of being anymore as they once did. What bothers them the most is they feel in some way that they were tricked into an illusion, and they don't appreciate that right now. That perspective that they have about themselves being tricked into an illusion is the worst part about it, because they're like, why did I choose to do that when I have so many choices? they're not completely hard on themselves because they know at one point they wanted to do it and it was a part of their experience, which I feel like it's a good way to think that way. Because when you have life is an experience as well. And sometimes you have to explore certain things to know if you really want to do something or not. And this person realizes that they feel as though they were more influenced into their choices as opposed to actually wanting to do it themselves. If you ask their flesh will say, yes, I want to do that, because that's the flesh. That's how the flesh craves the sensation, the feeling. The flesh craves the best of a bad situation. Whatever is good from a bad situation, even if it's just a sensation, that's what the flesh desires. It's a challenge for anyone to be able, anyone. I'm not even going to just say that it's easy, because it's a challenge I feel for anyone to overcome the carnal nature, as opposed to using logic and making decisions from a place of logic and making decisions more from the spiritual aspect of yourself, because you're living. The spirit is the eternal, so that connects us to like the afterlife and the underworld and stuff like that, like, you know. But to be in the physical and have the vessel to do these things and then choose not to get closer to your spirit and get more in alignment with the truth of you, it's very challenging. That's not easy, because you have the vessel to do that. So this is what this person has been thinking about lately, and this is a cleanse. This is a, you know, I had a dream. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Should I say it now? Yeah, I'm going to say it now before I don't say it or something. So I had a dream, and I feel like this dream was very significant, not just for me, but for many of you. Because when I get messages, many times I know when they're for me or when they're for you guys or when they're for both of us. And I feel like this one, in a way, it was for both of us. So I was with someone and we were holding hands. It was a beautiful day outside. It's kind of like now. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The temperature is perfect. And we were walking towards it was like an ocean. And for some reason, the lighthouse was right there on the street. And usually the lighthouse is in the middle of the ocean, not like right there on the street. But the light is a dream. That's where they put the lighthouse. So in moments, the weather shifted. It got dark. And a storm came. And it was like a tsunami. But somehow the water was waving past us, but we were walking through the waters. And once we got to the steps, we did walk faster, and then it became a little jog. And then we got to the steps, and we were walking up the steps. And then the water was already kind of murky a little bit, but then it turned black. The water turned black like oil in a way, but it was still flowing quickly like water. And the person that I was walking with dived into the dark water. But I wasn't afraid. And they weren't, clearly not afraid. They dived in quickly and just did something and then came out of the water. They weren't wet though when they came out of the water, but then they just ran up the steps. They went inside of the room in the lighthouse. And I was with someone else appeared waiting for me, or waiting for the person I was with me. And then I looked through the window of the door, and there was a woman there. She looked like a young girl, and she looked like she was from maybe Dominican Republic or something. She just had this look to her where she looked like she was from over there, right? And she had a needle, like a syringe, and she was about to inject him with something. And this is the same person I was holding hands with before the storm started. She went to inject him, and then he stopped her by holding her wrist and then said something, but I couldn't hear. I could only see the lips moving and the mannerisms and all that. And then took the syringe, smelled it, right? And then said something else, turned around, and let the syringe out, like behind them somewhere. I think it was out the window or something, or just behind them, let the syringe out. Got up, walked out, we left. The storm stopped. There was no more storm. And then this person was talking on the phone. Like kind of like arguing, but not. Just kind of saying what needed to be said. And then it was over. And made like, it was like 2 calls, but then no. It's like the one that was inside of the lighthouse was also, I don't know if that syringe represented toxicity or what it was, but it was almost like being influenced by seduction, maybe. I don't know. It was just something very, I still need to decode it a little because I'm just telling you, but I do have some interpretations right now. But then after that, there was another call. And then this person was still holding my hand though. And then I'm just looking. I can't hear anything, but I could feel. There was no sound in this whole dream. There was no sound. This wasn't a vision. This was a dream. There was no sound, but I could feel and I knew what was happening. And then we hopped into an all white like Range Rover, and that person I was with drove. I got in the front seat, and then we left, and then it was over. But there were like 2 or 3 calls where this person was disconnecting themselves from individuals that were attached to them, clinging to them. These are people that have been on this person for I don't know how long, but it was like what do I want to say? They was on rotation. These women that this person was with were on rotation, so they were used to this person was used to them. But something switched within their mind to make them realize that that's not the life that they wanted to live anymore. So they were cord cutting. This person was cord cutting. And it was their choice. And I feel that the way that the weather changed so quickly, and it was just very rapid, it feels like they recognized the happiness that they could have with someone like me or you, and then the despair that actually comes along with the lifestyle of living a wild life. Because it was like night and day. Because when it turned night, it was a tsunami. And a tsunami, just thinking about a tsunami at night is bad enough as why I can't get it out. I almost said a susu. It's bad enough that it is a tsunami, because a tsunami is powerful. It's water. You can't control the ocean. You can't control water. It's gonna just do what it wants to do. So, oh, that's why I smelled the beach water? Whoa, that was crazy. It just did a 360 just now. Wow, this is like so good. I love spirit. I love life. I just love it. I love it. It's just so beautiful, these messages, the way they come through, because I was like, why do I smell? Anyway, that just took me. Hold on. So, anyway, the way that it switched from a beautiful day so quickly, it's like these individuals, divine masculine, or feminines and masculines that are becoming divine masculines and divine feminines are starting to wake up to see that lifestyle, what does it give? Like, what does it really give? Because do you want to be alone? Like, if you have the choice not to be alone and to do the right thing, what would you choose? Because if you are, I mean, some people want to live the lifestyle of being with multiple people, and if that's what somebody chooses, that's what they choose. But I feel as though many people, they would much rather be in a relationship to where they can actually love the person, they can actually confide in the person, they can have deep conversations. And it's not just shallow, because shallow doesn't feel good, and you don't know the person. It feels, You can't have a bond with someone that you don't know and someone that you just lay with for a moment and then it's done. There's no bonding, there's no connecting. It's just detached. Everything is detached. So I feel as though many masculines and feminines are becoming divine masculines and divine feminines. And I feel that was a part of why I should share this message with you. Because at first I thought it was just for me, but it's also, it can apply to you, so I'm sharing it with you as well. And this person diving into that dark water, that was them. Oh, they just not afraid. Oh, they just a warrior. They just like, no, let's do this right now. It's very quick. They're very quick-witted. They quick with it and quick-witted, this person. It's like, I know what I want and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do anything else but that, because now I'm choosing what I want. I'm not being influenced by the illusions that have consumed my environment and my vessel and my mind, my psyche. And it's difficult to go into the shadow because the shadow is the truth of what many don't want anybody to know. It's the deepest, darkest secrets lies in that dark water that was just crashing through like that. So many of your, many of you that have that special person that experience this, no matter if it's feminine or masculine energy, they're choosing to change their life because they're choosing love. And it's real when someone chooses a certain way of being for themselves and they're not forced into it. Anytime something is forced and someone feels that they're doing or they're changing for someone else, solely for someone else, then it's not real, and it could be easy for them to go back to what they were doing. However, if they want to change for themselves, that's when it's real. And this is real. This is a real life change because somebody wants love. They don't want that darkness, that murky water, that looking at the person, they might look good to them, but it's like, where you been? What you been? Who was you with last before me? How many, all these questions. And there was a point where they didn't care. They just wanted that sensation. But after that, after them realizing, no, they're like, I want somebody that's more so like me. I want somebody that I could click with, connect with, laugh with, vibe with, cook with. It's like emotional connection. And I'm not saying emotional like on something funny style. I'm saying emotional on real, authentic relationships that are filled with love and high levels of communication. So these are the individuals that are coming your way, Now, not all of them, because some people are still swimming through the black water. Some are still swimming in there. And that's fine. That's just the phase that they're in. No shade. It's just that it's something that not everyone chooses to go this route. But for the person I'm speaking to, your person has chosen this route. And I really feel as though when I just smell that beach water, I never smell beach water or water right here at this window. Maybe some trees. Yeah, because they're right here. I have a lot of trees in front of my window. But not beach water, not water. And there is water. There's a river behind me. Yes. But I don't smell it from here. No. And it was like fresh water. It smelled like beach water to me. Or pool water. And I feel like that happened because it was like spirit reminding me that they want me to share that dream that I had, because it wasn't just for me, it was for you. So be prepared for changes within our society when it comes to people opening their eyes and realizing that love is what matters, not just the emptiness that comes along with that wild life. Because eventually, for some people, it gets old. Some people want that, and that's fine. The wild life, that's fine if you want it. I'm just getting this energy that this person just wants to be wild with you. Okay? So yes, that's it for this message. If you would like to book a coaching call or a reading with me or purchase any of my books, you can. Visit www.MNHONEYROSE.org, and you'll also be able to purchase my books from this fourth wall store down below my video. And yeah, so that's it for this message. Let me get a charm to end it off really quickly, because sometimes I forget to get the charm. Oh, it's a happy face. It's a chocolate happy face. Early this morning, the sunshine was shining, and I put on my happy face. Early this morning, the sunshine was shining, and I put on my happy face.